Hello, hi there, lovely Leos. Hope that you're all gorgeous and well, and welcome to your love horoscope for May 2019. My name is Bella, and most people know me as Bella the Secret Psychic. So, if you're watching me for the first time, everything you need to know about me is in the links just down below, including my services. I am a psychic, and that's my dog that you can see in the background as well. That's Madison. And most of you know that I do like to just jump right in. I'm a bit distracted because some of you know I'm a psychic, so I don't read cards. But some of you who watch me or come to me quite often know that sometimes my guides who I work with, they do like to sing sometimes. And for you, you're the first one they're doing it to today. They're using a song reference, which is You Can't Hurry Love, which I forget who sings it, but they're saying that is your theme tune for this month. But I have to say, despite the words to that song, which is like, you can't hurry love, no, love to ease my mind, you need to bide time, someone to call mine. My mother said you can't hurry love. Like, it's all about waiting, isn't it? To not rush something. And I would say that for most Leos, for most of this year, some of you have been single, or some of you have just been not as interested, or perhaps maybe more self-interested when it comes to love, or perhaps if you are in a relationship, you've not felt maybe the connection in the same way. And they're saying it's going to change in this month, but it's pretty much at the end of the month, but it's good news. That's what you got to say. So in regards to that song where they're saying you can't hurry love, you have to kind of wait. Basically, you've got to have patience. I would say that in May, and I don't know, I think some of it definitely will cross into June, because I know that when I've been reading for Leos, June seems to be like a key month for springboarding, particularly if you're single, into you not being. But I just think it starts this month, but at the end of it. And they're bringing up a lot of things. They're saying here, so some of the things that maybe have held you back has been maybe not finding the right kind of person when you've been dating. You've been dating the same kind of kettle of fish, and they're all wrong uns, or they're just, you know, just into superficialness, and just, or they're all talk and no action. Or some of you have just been lacklustered in wanting to. Some of you have been dating long distance, and so that's partly why you've had the patience, because you're going to have to wait to see them, or wait for them to come to you long term because a promise has been made and they had to go through paperwork. Some of you, it's about getting over exes, and you've needed this kind of period just to be single, and now you are ready. There's another part of the song that is bugging me now, that I had it in my head earlier because it was quite key, but it was along the lines of because you've had this patience, even if you've had arguments with somebody, even if you have been waiting maybe on the opposite in terms of wanting somebody to return, you end up this month quite highly loved up, happy, because you've kind of got what you want, or you're ready to start dating and you've hit the jackpot. That's how it's been shown. So I don't know, I think you start this month, some of you may be despondent, maybe kind of just like, it doesn't happen, I kind of over it. And then it comes. And for those of you where the limit is like in terms of like, you know, how long must I wait, you know, perhaps because my guides are also bringing up the whole triangle situation where some of you are perhaps waiting for the other person to leave their significant other in order to be with you. I have to say, the way it's been shown in this month, you get what you want, that they finally do it. So that patience. So I don't know, maybe your person you're with is in the army. You know, there is an element where you have had to wait, or, and mostly for those of you that are single, and particularly if you feel like I don't care, it kind of happens to you, kind of catches you by the end of the month, where unawares, like it takes away the kind of like sleepless nights that maybe some of you have had it, or your thoughts around, you know, what's going on, why is it I'm not meeting anybody, why is it I don't feel like I want to meet anybody. I don't know, it just feels, then suddenly it's like a sudden thing. It's not like I can see it building, like, or you chatting to somebody. So this is a very sudden thing that seems to happen at the end of the month, and then it's like a springboard. And I want to be very specific when I say the end of the month. I think the last 2 to 3 days, bam, because that's, for me, it's like then the springboard into June. And I know I don't normally go into the next month, but I just feel like with Leos, June is going to be your month for love. June is going to tick all the boxes. So expect the sudden changes, again, particularly if you're in a relationship already where it's just been, there's a sudden change. It must be astrological for you guys, because it's very, very sudden. You could be in a supermarket without a care in the world about being in a relationship, and Mr. or Mrs. Hot Stuff crosses your path and boom, hello, you are off, and it's instantaneous. It's like, for those of you, like, I heavily get with this reading about people who are single in particular, I just heavily get, like, even if you meet somebody on a dating site or Instagram or wherever, you know, you meet them, you talk to them, and you meet them, and then when you meet them, you know you're seeing them again, because it's so fantastic. You're just like, wow, I've just met this person who I just think is amazing, and we just get on and we gel, and it's just woohoo. And I just happily see you starting the next month in this abandonment, happy, blissful kind of walking into the unknown, but it feels really good, like you're not scared. I get you feeling, you know, admired and attractive and confidence, and I can't get anything negative. I just get you feeling like, when did this happen? How did this happen? And again, even if it's in the scenario where you're not single and perhaps you're in this triangle and this person finally makes a decision and then they surprise you, because perhaps it's been a long time coming, and I can understand why you might feel a little bit like in a dream world, because you'd be like, this is real, is this happening? Because I waited so long, it was like, I hoped it would happen, but it actually happening feels weird, but good weird. And the same with, like, if you've been perhaps waiting on somebody to return to you, then they suddenly do, no warning, or you suddenly bump into them and that's it, going back on. You have this kind of euphoric kind of like, I just can't believe it, I'm so surprised, because I just didn't expect it. Even with me telling you this, I still get, you will feel it's unexpected. Like some of you will be listening to this going, this feels like a dream come true. And until it happens, even then, it just feels weird, because you know, perhaps you've been waiting so long for the change to happen that it just will naturally feel weird, but a good weird, to springboard you into June. So overall, this is a really positive reading, even though with the song, you know, you've had to wait, you can't hurry love, and love comes when it is. You know, sometimes I think we live in a day and age where we have to feel like we have to force it, hence why people go on dating sites and you know, can't be on our own, it has to be. And I think that for a lot of you, you've been exploring the new you, while some of you have been on your own and some of you have been single, or even if you have a partnership but it's felt kind of alone. I don't think it's necessarily been a bad thing, because you've just had a different perspective, but things are about to darn change for you. I don't necessarily get that you're going to be facing the same obstacles that you would have done when you were single, in terms of, I'm meeting somebody for only for them to ghost me, or for it to not work out. Sure, I'm sure there'll possibly be other things for you to contend with, as there always is in a relationship. But it certainly feels like a lot of you are going into long-term relationships. It seems like a lot of you are getting what you wanted, even if you didn't know that you wanted it. Even if you're like, no, I'm fine being single. Well, somebody's coming to change their game. Love to ease your minds. And that's all I'm going to say on the matter. So, Leos, I do hope, do let me know what happens at the end of the month, and how it was surprising for you. Do love to hear from you all. Do like, do share, do comment. I do love to hear from you, and I will be back next month with your next horoscope reading. Take care. Bye.